All right, survivors, we're out here to do our application, hands-on application with the compass. Now, we did our pace count, so you should have your pace count. We did our classroom where you learned about the compass and all the nomenclature and how to do an azimuth and all that. So now we're going to shoot an azimuth. We're going to go in a direction, and I'm going to show you how to work it out here in the field. We're going to take this, and I'm going to go in that direction towards the camera. I'm going to turn the camera around here shortly, but I am looking at 240 degrees, and that is west. Here we are facing the direction that we want to go. All right, we're going to go 240. And if you can see in the background back there, besides that big old buzzard flying across the sky, it's hot enough out here, he probably thinks we're about to die. So anyway, we're going to go that direction, and I am going to walk that way, and I'll have you guys come with me. Now remember, I want to do my pace count. Even though it's daylight, what do I want to look at here? So if I'm looking down there, I'm at 240 degrees. I don't think you can see that here, but that's where I'm pointing. Let's just look at that tree right there. Not the big, tall, dead one, the one right in the middle. So if I look at that and I say, that's the tree I want to go to, what's that called? That is called dead reckoning. All right, now we're going to head down that way. I got my pace count, and you're going to walk with me. I'll be like Dan at I Allegedly. Got a good one for you today. But we're heading towards that tree. I'm going to spin it around, and you see that tree right there in the center? Not the big, tall, dead tree, but that tree. That was at 240 degrees. Okay, so I keep my pace count as I walk down through here, and we're going to go to that tree. And as you can tell, it's quite warm out here. We're above 90-some degrees with a high humidity. What I do now is, because I did dead reckoning, I know that that tree right down there is where I'm going. But let's say it was a lot further, and I did my compass. So if I look at my compass here, I put that down, and I see that, yep, I'm still going in the right direction because I look at my red numbers. Remember, the red numbers is what I want to look at and go from there. And we're going in the direction that we need. So here we go. Pastures just got sprayed, so see a lot of this old ragweed that's dying off. We'll be getting the cattle out here, have them some good food to eat. So what I'm going to show you is that we are going to have an obstacle come up on our next leg. So this is called a leg. I shot my azimuth at 240, and I'm going to my first leg to that tree. Now this tree is, after my pace count, I already checked this before, is 100 yards, 100 meters, 100 yards. But we're going to go with 100 yards because that's what everybody is used to. So I'm going to set that down, and we're at the tree. Okay, now, what was my pace count? Do you remember? 64 paces to 100 yards. So that's what I just did. Now, why do I keep harping on the pace count? What if you get backwards or something? You need to know how far back to go to your starting point. So if I came 35 steps this way, but I ran into a ditch or something, I had to go back 35 steps. Because what if I did not know where I started at and it was just an open spot? I'm not carrying flags around with me to say this is where I started. So that's why your pace count is so important. All right, so here we're going to get ready for our second leg. I'll set the camera up and we will go from there, okay?